I guarantee that I've stuffed this up. Oh, I should have coughed before I pressed live. Whew. I'm the Artie Dent. You are watching Shockmania. Tonight, we're going to look at about 10 new horror movie trailers, and they are a bit crazy. Now, I'm pretty sure you can all hear me because every time I do this shit, no one can hear me. And I just hope to God that you can hear me, please. I just need to know that you can hear me. So tonight, you've seen the preview on the thumbnail. The first one we're going to look at is Beetlejuice. So I'm looking over here because I just need to make sure that something is happening and that people can hear me. Lyle's not there yet. So Lyle, I need you to just tell me, Dan, I can hear you. I can hear you. There are a couple of people already watching, so surely someone can just say, yeah, we can hear you. So my assumption is you can hear me. All right. The seat behind me is there because my cat, bless her soul, has decided that she's more important than anything else. So my cat's sitting here. Beautiful cat. There's a trailer about cats coming up tonight too. So I can't sit on my seat, which means I look really awkward, and I would never kick my cat off the seat. Anyway, what are we going to look at tonight? We've got trailers from the US, of course, Beetlejuice, UK, of course, we always have to have something from the UK. We've got Indonesia, we've got Thailand, and France. So hell of a what's the word I'm trying to look at? Spread of horror movies that we've got coming through tonight. And I think this is going to be one of our best ever live streams because of what we're going to look at. If you are joining this stream, but we are already in play, just skip straight to live. Don't even worry about trying to catch up. Skip straight to live because the whole fun part is watching the trailers together and then having your comments on the screen, because I kind of want to read the comments out as we go along, because that's the fun part. The fun part's not just watching. The fun part's my stupid reaction and your not so stupid reaction to what's going on tonight. Okay. Enough bullshit, yeah? Enough bullshit. Let's go and check out Beetlejuice. And hope to God that the stream doesn't get taken down on YouTube, but we'll still be found on Rumble and Facebook. Apparently, I don't know why we're on Facebook. That's a bit dumb. Who watches shit on Facebook? Let's go. Let's check out Beetlejuice. I have to crank the audio because I know that you can't hear the video clip. Already, General Ortega. Fuck yes, General Ortega. She's hot. Don't care what you say. She's hot, General Ortega. No, I haven't seen Wednesday, but I have seen the Scream movies where she's in. And what was that sex movie that she was in? X? Where? Thumbs up to General Ortega. So you're going to laugh. This is... Michael Keaton. Yay. This is the very first look... The shrunken head's back. This is the very first look at Beetlejuice that I've taken. I've avoided every trailer since now. Winona Ryder's back. I always love the shrunken head dude. American horror has been fabulous this year. A really thumbs up to America for your brilliant horror output this year. And while it's debatable whether we'd call this full-on horror or fantasy, it's good to see Beetlejuice. What's it been? 35 years? 30 years plus since the first one came out. More than that. 35. Easy. And since Beetlejuice has come out, I've had all these advancements in effects, like CGI, where a lot of the stuff that can just look so much better. And crap as well. I understand that. But you know what? Anything with Jenna Ortega has to be good. Yeah, come on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice gets a thumbs up. Beetlejuice gets a thumbs up from me. Um, I think I'm excited to watch it. Yes, and then look at that. I just got a warning. My stream may be temporarily blocked. If I plan to continue, please do something. So there you go. Thank you so much, YouTube. You've already blocked this video based on the fact that the Beetlejuice trailer was in it. Fabulous. Copyright control is just great. You can't even react to a video or preview it with an audience. To have that happen. Hopefully we're still going okay. We'll skip over Beetlejuice, which is really unfortunate. That looked really, really good. And like I said, Jenna Ortega. Yeah, I hope it lives up to it too. You're 100% right, Lyle. There's a bit of excitement there. Hey, while you're there, Lyle, what do you think of Jenna Ortega? Now, I'm not meeting this from a perverted, middle-aged white guy point of view here. I'm just genuinely, it's just nice to have someone new pop up to the horror scene who just looks like she's genuinely having fun in some of her movies. I think she looked great. I think she enjoyed herself in Scream. It's great to see her there. And X, I'm reminded of X. X was funny. And well, not funny, but X was good. And her role as that kind of little meek sound girl who then wanted to get in on the porn movie that they were making, I think that was a great little turn for character. But I leave us alone, YouTube. Thank you. Hey, look, it looks like we've maybe passed it. If you're still watching it, that means we're still okay. Maybe I'll just cut the Beetlejuice bit out of the replay. So if you're watching a replay of this and wonder where the Beetlejuice trailer went, exorcised, as Beetlejuice would say. All right, let's continue on. There's no point dwelling on what we can or can't do on this stream. So let's have a look at a French trailer. Again, every trailer that has been provided tonight. I was wondering, is that why you got a warning? So even you saw a warning on screen, did you? Interesting. This is a French one. So thank you, Lyle, for providing all the trailers for tonight. You've done a great job in doing all this research, and there's some great ones here. I can't wait to show you Monster Summer, to be honest, but that's a little bit later. We're going to look at now Meanwhile on Earth, which is a French film. So let's check it out. But I have to crank it up too. This is subtitled so that you can follow the subtitles. And this one also comes courtesy of IGN. What do they say about IGN? You can't spell ignorant without IG and N. I'm not a IGN fan. So this one is kind of an alien space horror, I believe. Haven't pre-watched this one. I would love my chair back, by the way. I'm going to disturb her when we look at the cat horror trailer. No one's blaming you for Beetlejuice, Lyle. It's all right. It's all right. You're safe. This is a very slow burn kind of trailer. Space horror. Now, I know you guys are going to give me more examples than what I can think of off the top of my head, but space horror comes to mind Event Horizon. See, I'm a very 90s child when it comes to horror movies. So every time I think back to a movie, it's from the 80s or 90s. I'm not vibing with this one. I don't know about you guys, but I am not vibing. Maybe now. See, it's picked up a bit. This is the problem with 2.5-minute trailers, is that if you start off slow, there's not a lot of fun to be had. And then if you tune out before the good shit happens, well, there. That's Meanwhile on Earth, a French sci-fi horror movie. What do you think of it? Are we excited about French horror? The previous French horror that we looked at was Schlitter. Remember Schlitter? Galaxy of Terror. I don't know what Galaxy of Terror is. Sorry, Lyle. Sometimes my brain just doesn't think. It's 9:45 in the morning here in Australia. I don't know about you guys. I know, Lyle, you're probably nice evening time slot for you, but my brain sometimes just doesn't, especially since I can't sit on my own damn chair. What's your thoughts on Meanwhile on Earth? I say, well, it kind of got good. So I say, let's give us another trailer. Now we're going to look at something called It's Not Over from our friends at Rapid Trailer. Also from our friends at Lyle. This is a bit creepy, this one. Lionsgate. You know what? I'm probably going to get this stream taken down for this one too. Oh, I love those American accents that this guy's got. What is that accent? Wait, he's not American. No, he's Irish. He's great accent. So she's got boundary issues, right? This is where this trailer just gets really creepy now, huh? Never go into someone's dark room. Never do that. You're asking for trouble going into her dark room. Ooh. She's a killer. Why should you do this? I think you should leave now. Love the look of this one. This is probably more thriller horror than horror. But this one looks good, Lyle. If you want to know what the title is again, it is called It's Not Over. Yeah. This is I like the look of this one. Christopher Lambert. Oh my God, I did not recognize Christopher Lambert at all. That looks creepy as. You should. That looks great. Yes. Thumbs up for that film. I know it's a tiny bit old, but thumbs up. That looks super good. What do you think? I really do. I really do think that looks good. I'm a bit of a sucker for those kind of Irish and Eastern European accents that are used throughout movies, and yeah, a bit of a sucker for that one. We're getting closer to Monster Summer. I loved the look of Monster Summer when I first checked it out because it's one of those ones that starts off kind of slow and you think this looks like a kid's movie, and then it picked up. But before we get to that one, we've got another low budgety kind of movie called Art of a Hit. I think, don't quote me on this until it starts, but I think this might be British. But anyway, Lyle, let's take it away. And why do you have pre-trailer trailers? Also, this trailer didn't format properly. That's why I can still see part of me here. Don't know how long we're gonna be doing it on that. Oh, I love those big mansions. Look, drones. That's a drone shot. That's beautiful. We have an opportunity to make our version of that for someone else. Oh, this doesn't sound British. This may be what, American, Canadian, perhaps. There was another music horror movie that we looked at recently. Lyle, do you remember what that was? This has got good music. This has got proper rock music. So, what was that movie that we looked at? Was the one with the producer in it? Free Lunch or something. This looks much better than that. Do you know what? This is the kind of movie where if you like the music, you'll probably like the movie. If you're not into the type of music, might not like this one. Whereas for me, yeah, I'd check that one out for sure. Yeah, totally. I would very much check that film out when it does come out. That's Art of a Hit. If you've got any more information on that one, maybe that's bad of me, but I just collated all the trailers and threw them ready. I didn't actually do a lot of pre-research for some of these titles, especially some of these low-budgety titles or kind of micro-budget titles. It's really hard to find information about them. Lyle, comment. This reminds you of the one that David Grohl did, but that was more of a comedy. Yeah, this is not comedy at all. This one looks like it could be a nice little, maybe not a slasher film, but potentially some kind of supernatural element. But they didn't see anything supernatural, did we? So let's wait. Let's wait until it comes out. Now, let's check out. This one's called Monster Summer. And like I said, when I first started watching this one, I thought, oh, Lyle, what have you given me? And then I realized once I was about halfway through, I thought, Lyle, that's what you gave me. So let's check this one out, starring someone that everyone thinks is Australian as well. That guy. And this is another one with a pre-trailer trailer. Just get the fucking trailer started. So Martha's Vineyard, that's the place where you rich people in America live, right? Like super, super rich. And so you're watching this at the start, you're getting off this kind of cool summer family movie vibe. Is everyone still afraid of Mel Gibson? Are we allowed to say that we like Mel Gibson movies? What is that? Monster. What is it? A teenager is recovering today after nearly drowning. Ooh, it's not a shark movie though. Oh, where have we seen a whole bunch of kids sitting in a treehouse? Just kind of like a modern It. I don't know if you can hear it, but he goes, I'm going to have to dig a mass grave now. I know that the audios for the trailers are not coming through very loud, and I do apologize for that. I have to ask, are those wood grain cars? I wish we had them here. They are nice. So this is a very glitzy Hollywood type trailer. You know, you've got your awesome color grading, a top level actor in it, this kind of really good summer vibe. And I'm getting kind of Stranger Things from the makeup of the cast in it. But I think this could be fun. And if this gets that teen audience into horror with something a little bit soft and easy, then do it. This is how you make horror fans. You give them nice little movies like this, and then boom, they go into something good. So it's we've always lamented a PG-13 movie. Even in Australia, we have no fucking idea what PG-13 means. We know that it means not good horror. I can use the closed captioning. Unfortunately, I can't because I'm not watching the videos live off YouTube. I would have to download the closed captions as well. But that's worth noting for the future, Lyle. Thank you. That's actually a really good suggestion. What was I saying? About PG-13 horror movies. So we saw a big influx of them. When was it? Mid-2000s, when all those Hollywood execs realized that they could probably make more money by getting those 13 to 17-year-olds into the cinema to watch their horror movies, tone down all the violence and gore, and still make a lot of money. And then sometime in the future, release I find it hilarious that you guys have unrated movies, because here in Australia everything needs a rating. So you put a movie on a shelf, it needs to have some kind of rating on it. So I always found it odd. And even in Australia, when we take your American editions and they put on the cover of an Australian movie, this is the unrated edition, and then down the bottom it'll say, MA15. Clearly that's not unrated, is it? But PG-13 horror has a place. I really do believe it has a place, as long as it's not doing something like taking an existing franchise like Halloween and then watering it down to a big audience. Looking at you, Halloween Resurrection. Or was it H2O? No, looking at you, H2O, when you did that. Don't take an existing franchise and water it down, because there are already fans there who are pumped and ready and wanting to watch a super gory film. Create a new franchise like Monster Summer. Get people into horror, and then they will seek out the heavier stuff. What that heavier stuff is, who knows? Maybe it's this next trailer, maybe not. This one is called Walden, and I kind of like the look of this one. So let's check out Walden. Now, not everything from Uncorked is bad. And so Walden is a stenographer, I believe, in the court. And this guy's giving him a warning about a bad case that they're about to be doing. It's a child killer. So Walden's just, I believe, Walden's the main character. So it looks like he's some kind of Avenger. Ooh. So it looks like Walden is the arbiter of justice. The stenographer. We haven't had a horror movie about a stenographer before. I don't mind the look of this one. It's probably more thriller than horror, but I don't mind the look of this one. What do you think of Walden? Could be worth a kill count video when that one comes out. That's Walden, a horror movie about a stenographer who enacts his own form of justice. I don't mind the look of that one. That one comes courtesy of Lyle. What do you reckon, Lyle? Do you reckon we should hunt that one down and watch it? I think there might be a great opportunity for a kill count video there, because perhaps looks like Walden goes on a nice little killing spree. Now, we have 1, 2, 3. We don't have too many more, but I do have a shark movie trailer for us to watch. And everyone loves shark movies, right? But before we get to that, the Indonesian part of the show. This is Fagut. Now, Lyle, you didn't give me this one. I actually found this one on my own, believe it or not. And I don't think this one is going to be that great, because it's yet another Indonesian village horror. I believe it's subtitled, though. Yeah, see, 4 out of every 5 Indonesian horror movies is set in a small little village where they have superstitions. I agree with you on the casting of Walden, Lyle. But so again, it is just village Muslim horror. I got no problem with Muslim horror. There's great Indonesian horror movies are based on the Muslim religion, but it's just, come on, guys. How many superstitions and scary things do you possibly have going on? It just... I think you could probably rename this 50 other Indonesian horror movie titles, and it probably all feels the same. And the worst part is, about 3 or 4 years ago, when I really... Which way am I going? really got into Indo horror, I thought it's really creative shit. But now I'm starting to realize that they're all virtually the same. Although, as Lyle would say, knothead, which is a pochong, there doesn't seem to be any knotheads in this one. So maybe it is a slightly different, Lyle. No knotheads. Yeah, nah. Nah. Seen a million, well, not a million. That's a bit of hyperbole. But seen dozens of Indonesian horror movies that all look like this. Same makeup, same style. Yeah, I don't see much value in that one. That's just, just had to put an Indonesian film in. We always have to have Indonesian quota. Not getting much out of that one. No. So let's move right along, because why dwell on something bad? Demon Behind the Glass. I forget what this one's about. This is just my memory. So let's check it out. That's why I make these videos, so that I can remember what I've done and then go watch back and go, oh, did I like that or not? That still doesn't help me, though. Ah, this one. Is this from Wild Eye? I think. She said the story was about fracking. Now it's about a peeping Tom that bites. Oh, look at the silly blood effects. So there's a reporter trying to find a story about something here. There's not much happening in this trailer. He got 3 fingers. So there is some kind of killer here. Sugar in my coffee, and I don't like scary movies, but this story is going somewhere. He said the story is going somewhere. Okay, so Demon Behind the Glass. I think we can say something about this one. Now, these kind of movies, like Demon Behind the Glass, that we just saw then, that very much reminds me of the mid 90s. Mid 90s were big with straight, I think, in fact, mid 80s as well. But towards the mid 90s, when really started to see an improving in visual effects, there was a lot of straight to video movies. And I remember going to the video store and always seeing, a dozen, 2 dozen new horror movies every month from stuff that you never heard of. And the one that always sticks in my mind, it's a movie with Robert Englund in it. I think it's called The Fear, where he has like a wooden face on it. And I've never actually watched it, so I don't know if you've seen it. I'm pretty sure it's called The Fear, and it does have Robert Englund from Nightmare on Elm Street in it. But this film feels like that generation of horror. Now, if I'm going to make an assumption about The Fear, there was certainly no visual like CGI effects in it. That one, they've clearly used some kind of CGI. And when I say CGI, it also includes using stuff like After Effects. CGI doesn't always include 3D graphics. Lars just popped up a message there that says some okay practical effects, and that's it. This looks just slightly higher than micro budget. So the other day I watched House Shark, which I would consider a micro budget horror movie, just the way it was done. And the effects were hilariously bad, but deliberately hilariously bad, right? This is not that type of film. This is obviously trying to do something a bit serious with it. So for that as well, it looks like it's nice that you're trying to do something. And for that, I wanted to be a filmmaker. That's the type of movie that I would have made. So, as long as the sum of all parts come together to make something half decent, who can deny what they're doing? So I am not going to judge the quality of Demon Behind the Glass, but suffice to say that I kind of know where that period of horror has come from. All right, we've got 3 left. We've got a shark movie, a cat movie, and we've got 4 left. A Philippine movie, which you gave me ages ago, Lyle, and a Thai movie. So you know what? We'll start with the Thai movie, because this is a sequel to a movie I watched recently called Death Whisperer, which I thought was fantastic. So this is part 2 of Death Whisperer, which, let's be honest, it's a very quick turnaround. Death Whisperer is awesome. Really have to watch it. And the first Death Whisperer ended with a bit of a, not a cliffhanger, but an allusion to a sequel. And T-Odd 2, or a Death Whisperer 2, is what it actually is. Now, the good part about this, if you're watching this and you're thinking, oh, that shotgun thing looked familiar, the director of the first movie based the style of it on The Evil Dead. Hence why the double barrel shotgun, the Ash Campbell shirt. So very much watch the first Death Whisperer Thai family horror film. And when I say family horror, I should say horror drama film, well worth it. And that's its belated sequel. I just want to read out this comment that Lyle's popped through. There are two of those fear movies. You only saw the first one. It's about a wooden man that becomes your greatest fear. That's what I thought it was about, and so I was accurate. Can you remember, was that Robert Englund in the lead role of the Woodman in that? I just remember the cover, or at least the cover that was used in Australia, looked like something I wanted to watch, but never got around to watching it. It was from this very low budget distributor of movies in Australia that I never bothered with. I'll tell you why I never bothered with it. This is dodgy. Bruce Campbell wants his shirt back. You know what? I don't think he does. I think Bruce Campbell would be happy that Asher lives on in Thai form. The reason I didn't watch The Fear was, but back in the mid-90s, I used to be one of those people that used to have a big movie library made up of copied tapes. So you go to the video store, you connect two VCRs together, and you made a copy of a tape. I had a massive library of movies just by doing that. And the distributor of Fear was from a company called Rockvale, which had copy protection on the tape. And I remembered every time you tried to copy one of those films, if you had a good VCR, it would do that thing where the picture would go light, dark, light, dark, light, dark, and then go dark for a couple seconds and really annoy the shit out of you. But if you had a shit-ass VCR, it would do that thing where it'd go light, dark, light, dark, light, dark. And then for about 10 seconds, the tracking would just go nuts. And, that's no way to watch a film. So that's why I didn't watch Fear. It's a lame excuse. I know. It's a really lame excuse because the tape had copy protection. Teenagers. Let's have a look at the Filipino one now. This one looks weird. I have to admit, this one looks really weird because we've gone from Muslim horror now to Catholic horror. And it appears that this priest is attempting to do some type of exorcism on this woman. And just check out what's about to happen to her right now. I believe this movie is called Malari. I think I just wanted to show this for the weird effect of showing this kind of bat thing flying around with half a torso, with a ripped torso. You know what, Lyle? That is an unfair comment, trying to take out those freeloading epileptics. That is really unfair. I don't remember being rich when I was a teenager. So renting movies and then watching them later was part of the fun. This is stupid. What we're looking at here is utterly stupid from the Philippines. And in fact, I'm not sure it's a trailer, but more of a clip from this, whatever movie this is called. But that looks fucking ridiculous. But there's a Netflix watermark in the top screen. So if half body flying evil bats are your thing, go check it out. That was dumb. But I had to show it because it was dumb. All right, there's two left. And these are the two exciting ones, right? Let's go with Apex Predator 2. It's a shark movie from our friends at Wild Eye. So we know it's going to be shit. But shitly fun. You know what? Controversial statement. I fucking hate tattoos. These yuck. You know what? Graphics are great for this trailer. Look at these graphics. Someone found Someone found a template in After Effects and bought it. Flying, flying sharks. This is going to be part of my new series of Shark Movie Sunday. This has to be flying fucking sharks. I think we might have to do a full preview on this one. Apex Predators 2, The Spawning. I haven't seen Apex Predators 1, so maybe that's worth going to check out Apex Predator 1 before we watch Apex Predator 2. Lyle's written a comment there, and I believe he's referring to that Filipino Netflix movie that we were just looking at. I love how it's just another Tuesday for the priest. He looks so blasé. He looked like he just IDGAF completely in that. Like, oh yeah, you're right. Here we go. Another exorcism. What's on next? Oh yeah, I've got a christening and then a baptism. Yep. Great. Probably was trying to work out how they can make that go quicker. Let's go back to the shark movie. Because quite frankly, shark movies are fun. I'll fight you on that one. And I'm not a good fighter. But, sorry, horror cat still here. Shark movies are, what's the word I'm trying to look for? They're like the sugar highs of horror, right? Most shark movies you don't take seriously. Jaws, the exception. The Meg tried to be the exception because, you know, it was this massive budget thing. We'll put Jason Statham in it and it's going to be a big movie. We put Wu Jing from China in it and, you know, we can sell the movie to two different audiences. And of course, China lapped up the first Meg and then didn't really lap up the second one. Probably because they took out. No, Wu Jing was in the second one. The cutie, Li Bingbing was in the first one. So, you know, you take out Hottie and you put in Patriot Boy. It's probably was never going to do well in China. They're the only kind of serious horror movies I could think of. Maybe The Deep. Apex looks like it's referencing Piranha 2, The Spawning. You know what? I'm so, because I spent so long watching Asian horror in the 2010s, there is a massive chunk of movies that I've missed that I'm slowly having to get back into. And Lyle, you're doing a great job in your recommendations to what I need to look at. And I'm really, I really appreciate the fact that you've got it. And I appreciate anyone who has a recommendation for me. Just give it in because I'll find the time to watch it. Piranha 2, The Spawning. Why does Piranha sound familiar? Why do I have a feeling I've seen a horror Piranha movie from the 80s? Is that ringing a bell? While that bell is ringing, let's check out the last trailer that we've got for tonight. And this one comes courtesy of Lyle, but also comes courtesy of the Geek Legion of Doom, whose channel posted this one. And look, it's not pretty, but if you like cats like I do, probably going to want to watch it. Whoops. Press the button. There we go. Cats. It's another one from Wild Eye. Cats, they're a wonderful creature. They bring you so much joy and happiness. A cat does not look like that. Nah. Some of these cats are, there's some pretty ones now. These pretty cats. You want to have a look, horror cat? No, she doesn't give a shit. She doesn't need ideas about how to try and kill me. This horror cat knows. Piranha one, maybe? Yeah, possibly. Well, the fuck are we looking at? The flying fudge. She hasn't reacted at all. I feel stupid having watched that. I literally feel stupid. Can't believe I saved that to the end. What a deflating way to end this live stream. That was really dumb. Say something positive, Lyle. The fact that you're about 15 seconds behind me means that I'm going to have to fill in 15 seconds worth of time for you to say something positive, because then you also got to give you another 10 or 15 seconds to type something. That was really dumb. And I love dumb movies, but I'm not sure how I feel about that one. I'm really not sure how I feel about Catnator. I feel more about Apex Predator 2. Now, the stream got off to a really rough start with a potential copyright issue with Beetlejuice. But that is my highlight of this stream. I think Beetlejuice was my highlight. Then, ooh, then what? Monster Summer looks good. Like I said, for a PG-13 movie, Monster Summer looked good. It's Not Over had really super ass creepy vibes that I would be interested in. And I think Walden had the potential to do something a little different with that. I don't know why. What did you type, Lyle? Because it says it's been retracted. Did you write something and then delete it, or did you write something rude that my filter picked up? Because it's very unlike you to say something rude. So I don't know what's going on there. Walden. What was I going to say about Walden? Walden gives me vibes of Seven. And I know you're going to laugh at me when I say that, but just Seven, but without, you know how in Seven we kind of see the aftermath of all the deaths? We don't actually see the dude killing everyone. The dude, I think everyone knows it's Kevin Spacey, who does all the killings. Hey, we had a mini Road Warrior reunion in the stream. Oh man, why do I not understand that reference? I'm sorry, Lyle. I don't understand the reference. I misspelt badly. Right. Hey, happens to the best of us. You misspell badly. I talk badly. And I say stupid things that sometimes I don't think about when I say them, as you can see on this stream. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I would be very, very interested in your highlights. But like I said, my highlights: Beetlejuice, Monster Summer, It's Not Over, and Walden. I think there is some fun to be had with those 4 movies. I think Death Whisperer 2, even though the trailer wasn't. Mel and Vernon, right? Yeah, okay. Right, I get what you mean. Yeah, see, fucking slow I am. Death Whisperer 2. But we need to see a bit more of what that movie's about. But I think that's going to be great too. So I actually got 5 highlights of tonight's stream. Anyway, I'm going to go because it's, just clicked past almost quarter past 10 here in Australia, Friday morning. It's miserable outside and I need to do some painting, as you do. So thank you for tuning in. I'm going to pop up a couple of videos later on the channel, maybe Catnado and Apex Predator, because they look like the goofiest ones of the lot. And that's just what I like covering, the goofy shit. Big, big, big. And I can't emphasize this enough, Lyle. A very big thank you to you for supplying the trailers and helping out on the stream. I very much appreciate it. Even if sometimes it feels like it's just you and me talking in an echo, that might change in the future. Hopefully we get more people along to join us for this crazy ride that we like to call a live stream. Remember, if you're always tuning in and it's already live in progress, just jump straight to the live section. Don't worry about it, because the fun's in chatting with you, not in actually just watching the trailers, because I know you can't hear the audio. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. I'm the Artie Dans. My ass is sore because I'm sitting on a metal chair rather than my comfy chair. You have been watching Shockmania here on Rumble and on YouTube. I appreciate you joining in. If you're new and you want to subscribe because you think maybe this looks like fun, please do it. Otherwise, I'll catch you next time. And then there's going to be a really brief, uncomfortable pause as I end the stream. See you later.